All right. Hey guys, this is Nate Tate. I'm an insurance agent for many of you, and I'm really excited to make this video. And the reason why is because I've got a solution for the most common concern that you guys have all expressed to me. I'm excited because I think it's a very affordable solution, and most everyone that I've shown it to has agreed with me on it. So anyway, the great majority of you have a bronze plan. You've looked at we discussed the plans, we discussed the prices, and most of you have opted for a bronze plan because either the gold and silver were too expensive or you didn't think that you were going to need that much health care. But a lot of you guys expressed to me a concern of what happens if I have an accident or a critical illness and I suddenly have to pay that high deductible. A lot of you said I can't afford that high of a deductible, and I can't afford a silver or a gold plan. Well, what's great is that I've got a solution. Now this video, I'm going to be talking about the solution to cover yourself for an accident or an unexpected injury. I'm going to be doing a different video about the critical illness. So the link for that will be below. Anyway, so to use myself as an example, a few years ago, I was with some friends at the lake. We were doing rope swinging, and I, being the genius that I am, did it in the dark. Wiped out, broke my finger, and it was a mess. Went to the ER because it was late and it was the weekend. So I went in, they looked at my finger, took an x-ray, then they gave me a shot to numb my hand, and then they set the whole thing. So I had Blue Cross insurance at the time. I did not have a supplemental accident policy, and the final bill that came to me was over $2,300 that I had to pay because I hadn't met my deductible on my health plan. So it was an unpleasant summer both for my hand and for my wallet. Now, if I had had a supplemental insurance policy for accidents, what would have happened is I would have gotten an itemized bill from the hospital, and then I would have waited in the mail for my explanation of benefits. That's something that the insurance company sends me, and the explanation of benefits is this is what you paid, this is what we paid paper. So I would take copies of those two things, the one from the hospital, the one from the insurance company, and send them to the supplemental insurance company. Now, they'll look it over. They will see, first off, that I got care for my accident or injury within 3 days of the incident where I got injured, and then they'll also see exactly how much I paid. And then they will reimburse me that amount up to the face value of the supplemental policy that I choose. So if I had a supplemental policy covering me for $5,000 and I was in a car accident that cost me $5,000, then I would be reimbursed up to $5,000. Now, if I have an injury that's less than $5,000, they obviously only reimburse me up to the amount that I paid. Now, the supplemental insurance policies too have a deductible of their own. So if you have a $500 deductible, which is the biggest one that they have for an individual on the supplemental insurance, then you would first cover that amount, and then they would cover you for the rest. So if you had $5,000 of expenses and you still had your full deductible left of $500, then they would only reimburse you $4,500. But what's neat is that you can do deductibles of $100, $200, $300, $400, or $500, and each year that you go without having any incidents, they reduce it by 20%. So within 5 years, you could have no deductible left. And something else that's really neat is that the cost difference between a $100 deductible and a $500 deductible is very small. I'd be happy to get you quotes for that. So, but let's talk about the overall pricing, because I said this was an affordable solution, and now it's up to me to prove it. So, again, I'll be using myself as an example. This year I've got a bronze plan that I opted for. The premium for my bronze plan is $242. I have a deductible of $6,350. That's how much I'm out of pocket if I get a critical illness, if I have an accident. Now, if I wanted to go with a silver plan, then the premium for that is $1,893, and my deductible drops down to $3,000. So essentially, it costs me $150 a month to bring my exposure down to $3,000, and that's $1,800 a year. So $3,000 deductible plus $1,800 in premium, I'm looking at about $4,800 versus $6,350. I'm paying an extra $1,800 to reduce my overall exposure to an accident or critical illness by less than $2,000. Now, if I choose the supplemental insurance policy, and if I do a $5,000 benefit, you know how much that cost me? $25. $25 beats the stocks off $150. $5,000 taken out of $6,350, I've got a remaining exposure of $1,350. I can spend an extra $25 as opposed to $150, cover myself better. I can take that extra money and put it in my pocket. I can use some of it to protect myself from a critical illness if I'm afraid of such a thing, or I can just walk away with it. So this is the way to save me money. I've done it. This is the way to save yourself money, and I think it's a fantastic solution for everybody. Now, you can get this if you purchase your high deductible plan through healthcare.gov, if you bought it directly from the health insurance company, even if you have it through an employer, you can get this and apply it. It doesn't matter what insurance company that your health insurance is through, because this is just reimbursing you. They don't work with your health insurance company directly. So this is the solution for protecting yourself from a high deductible in the event of an accident or an injury. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want quotes, let me know. And if you know of anybody else who's expressed concern about their high deductible, feel free to share this video with them or get them in contact with me. I'd be happy to help them figure out a more affordable way to protect themselves. So that's it. Have a fantastic day. Bye.